So cute. Kareem cooked for me. So I heard this is omelet, and these are some potato gluten-free pancakes. And he also made me some fries because today we were supposed to go to church. And I told him last night that I was going to go to church and that more than likely his father would probably stop and get me McDonald's either before or after church. Obviously, McDonald's is not healthy, and he knows that, and he's a very health conscious person. So he was like, So I said, okay, well, maybe you can make me something when I come back. So it's cute that he made me something to eat, just to make sure I don't eat any junk food while I'm out. Isn't it funny how the kids become the parents and the parents start to act juvenile? So yeah, me threatening him saying that I'm going to eat some junk food from McDonald's encouraged him to make me something to eat at home. Anyway, turns out I didn't even go to church because, let's see, these are supposed to be some fries in here. Ooh, these are some anorexic looking fries, but I think Kenton already ate as well. Let me take them out. Let's put them all back on the sheet. Oh, he tried to make fries to look like the McDonald's fries. That's what it is. So here are my homemade McDonald's look-alike fries with a tan. I think Kareem overdid it, but nice. It's the thought that counts, right? It's the thought that counts.
One thing I can say about Americans, we love our French fries, which is why there are so many fast food restaurants serving French fries, different variations. But let's talk a little bit of health, okay? I love French fries, but I have definitely cut back, completely cut back, because look at the calories, okay? It ranges anywhere from 270 all the way to 953 calories. Look at the fat grams, the carbs. Why is there so much variation, you ask? And what is your favorite brand of fries? Mine has always been McDonald's. But honey, this is a small fries, okay? Small fries. What is in McDonald's fries? What makes them so good? You will be surprised. I was a little surprised, honestly. Look, not only do they have potatoes, but they also are made with a vegetable oil blend, canola, corn, soybean oil. Not necessarily the best for you. Then there's salt, there's beef flavoring, dextrose, which is a sugar substitute, and then there is sodium acid pyrophosphate, which is an inorganic salt that helps preserve the look of the potato fries. So that's why they look so pretty and smell so good, because, honey, they are the devil. Literally. That's why they have that pretty color, and that's why your homemade fries will never look as good as McDonald's, because at home we don't use those fake ingredients that McDonald's and all these other fast food restaurants use. So let me go ahead and appreciate my son's ugly looking fries.
Actually, they taste good. They're not burnt. I don't know why they look so dark. Maybe it's seasoning. So I'm just going to eat this. And then we're going to start some writing. So, of course, I warmed it up. It looks good. It looks good. Of course, we need the ketchup. Of course, what would life be without ketchup? So there you go. We got our eggs with spinach and our French fries and whatever that pancake is. Try this pancake. Interesting. Eggs are really good. Eggs with the spinach. It also has some onion in it. Really good.
I feel like I have to address the elephant in the room. In other words, the last video I uploaded, which was very different than the typical videos I usually upload. You know, it was very sad. I know it was very sad, and a lot of people reached out being very concerned, which I really appreciate. Hopefully you watched the video. It was about us leaving Laurenburg, the small town we had lived for years, closing the practice, and at some point moving to the Triangle and realizing at the time that I did not want to pursue medicine and wanting to take acting classes, which seemed so bizarre to so many people. But if you understand my past, then you would realize that acting or theater was something that was very near and dear to me. I was a theater major back in college, so it wasn't that foreign a concept to me. But anyway, the video was very sad, and I know that many of you were concerned and reached out, and I had to keep telling everyone it was 2016, literally over 7 years ago. My life is completely different than it was back then. Different headspace, different financial situation. I'm definitely in a better place, or we are in a better place, and that is very encouraging to anyone who is going through something, because we all go through something. 99% of the comments from that last video were very encouraging and supportive, and I really, again, appreciate it. But I do know there were a few of you who felt that that was a little too personal and perhaps too vulnerable to share on camera with the public. But again, you're not me. You're not me. For me, it was great to be able to look back at something I had recorded in 2016, and it felt like I was purging something that had weighed so heavy on me. And honestly, I am done worrying about what people think. Fear of judgment holds so many of us back, and it prevents us from being our authentic selves. And I'm just done with it. So expect to see more of me, more honesty, more openness. And I really appreciate all of you that shared your stories, your struggles in the comments. People are going through, career changes at an older age, being brave. People are going through, the loss of their parents, or going through divorce. I mean, so many different struggles that make us human. And I really appreciate that you saw a connection and were willing to share your stories on this channel. Back to the present, I said after I ate, I was going to go ahead and do some writing. So I've pulled some of my journals and diaries for inspiration. So I've kept diaries and journals since I was a child in Nigeria, but also in high school and also college at Cornell. The only time I didn't keep a diary or write was during med school, because I didn't have time, honestly. Side note, yay, we're almost at 60K at the time of this editing. Anyway, seriously, I reached out to you guys on the community page of this channel, and I asked what I should write about in terms of an ebook that I was thinking of. I was thinking about an advice book for young women, or really women of any age, about career, mindset, health, relationships, something like that. Or B, my life in Nigeria, some untold stories and what I'd learned moving to the USA. Or C, signs and symptoms of gluten sensitivity, some common foods to avoid and recipes. Or D, something else. I read all of your comments, and and based on the consensus, it looked like you wanted me to do A, B, C, D, pretty much all of the above. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do, right? You got to give the people what they want. But I really appreciate the ideas you gave. Some of them I hadn't even thought about, like there's another book that I'm really thinking about. I'm not going to tell you yet, and I'm really excited about it based on one of the comments that was written. So yeah, thank you so much. I really hope that the information I'll present will be educational and maybe even entertaining. Who knows? We'll see. When I'm done with it, I will let you know. But again, thank you so much for all your comments. So let the writing begin. I have my journals, my diary from which I will pull inspiration and elaborate on, and I have my notepad and cup of tea, and that's it. When it comes to writing, I am pretty old-fashioned in the sense that I will write, add notes, scratch out things, and then I will type. So I don't start typing until I pretty much have almost everything I need on paper, which is probably not the most efficient thing to do. I should probably just sit at my computer and start typing my thoughts away. But I just find that I work better if I write it down first with a pen and paper, and then start typing. And of course, you know, we also have the technology of things like Dragon, where you can literally just talk into a mic and things get typed or dictated for you, which I guess is something I might want to consider. For example, the Apple computer, which I have, you can literally do a voice note in and it will type the notes for you. But again, it just feels like I'm cheating. Right? But anyway, this is my process. Pen and paper. Now, what do you think about AI? You know, now that we have AI, there are people who claim they can write an ebook in 24 hours. I don't know. I've seen some of the things written with AI, and it just seems like it's a bunch of facts pulled together, and there's just no, I don't know, there's no human behind it. And I want my books or information to feel like I wrote it and these are my thoughts and not something computer generated or pulled from the internet. Kenton was telling me the other day how one of his students generated a paper using AI, artificial intelligence, and you could totally tell that the student did not study, but just pulled things from the internet using AI, and he had to make the student rewrite the paper and study. So I think sometimes people think that it just makes life easier and they don't want to think, so AI is a solution. But I'm sure there are scenarios where AI is important and necessary. What do you think? Is this something that you use at your job yet, or in your career? It's later in the day and we're going to get some exercise. So we're going on the walking trails. Kenton and I and Kareem are getting our steps in. So this is just going to be a chill walking experience, I think.
Hey, Kareem. My handsome son. It is a long, long trail. Let me tell you. You can literally go for hours. But typically we walk for 30 minutes going and then 30 minutes coming back. Let's see if we make it to those slave-looking homes that some of you asked about. Starting to feel dark already, like Lord. Keep in mind it is almost 5 p.m. so it still feels very much like winter. Well, because it is. But anyway, yeah. We try to come out earlier, but Today we got out at minutes before 5. Still pretty though, right? Pretty in a dark, gloomy way. It's all about discipline. Even when it feels like it's uncomfortable to come out, it's cold, and we want to just stay in and eat. But we're trying to eat less and move more, and try to, get to a point where there's a calorie deficit, because it's hard to lose weight if you're eating the same and not getting enough exercise. So you gotta get to a point where you're eating a little bit less, not starving yourself, but just eating a little less and trying to move more. It's really that simple. I mean, it's simple, but intellectually it's simple, but the amount of discipline it takes to do something different is a lot, right? Because we get caught up in what is comfortable. We get caught up in routine and familiarity, and it's hard to break out of that cycle. You can probably see my shadow. Yeah, look at me. Look at me. All right, Habiba, speed up. All right, we've caught up to Daddy, caught up to Kenton. Kareem's gonna speed walk to pass him. I'm speed walking, but Kareem's got longer legs than me, so he passed me. And let's see if he can pass his father, who is usually behind me. I don't know what got into Kenton today. He's speed walking ahead of us. We were walking slow, that's why. And I kept stopping. That's my excuse. So anyway, okay, Kareem's getting close, Kareem's getting close, Kareem's getting close. I think he looks like he's about to pass his father. Things that amuse me. See, he's passing his father. What? And he did it with ease. He didn't even need to run. He just needed to. He's all casual about it. See, me and Kenton with shorter legs, we're like walking faster. Kareem's all cool about it, just sprang by. My favorite part of this walking over this bridge. It's so windy and so pretty underneath here. I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful come the summer when all the leaves come through. See, it kind of has a incline and there's water below. At the end of this bridge is where the haunted looking homes reside, over there. Ones that look like haunted slave homes, but they're probably owned by some I don't know. Maybe I'll be brave enough to go walk over there. But honestly, I think it is private property. See, there's a home over here that looks like people live in it, and then they have those. So if I go on there, I would be trespassing. But you know me, don't you? Let me see if Kareem or Kenton will hold the camera while I wander up there. Hey, Kenton! Hey, Ken! Can you hold the camera while I go look over there? Come here! Ken! See, he don't want to because he knows. Kenton! See, why you don't want to help me? I want to go investigate. I want to go investigate up there. See, look how beautiful it is where we came. There's no one here. And if we're not careful, it's going to get dark on us soon. I'm not moving till you come help me. He's telling me no. Come! He's like, hell no. Darn it. See, if I had my mother, she probably would. Because she don't follow rules half the time. Or my brother. See, look at that. Would you go in here? Like, should I go try walking in there? But you see what I'm saying? People must live back there because this says for sale by owner, these chairs. Even though I don't know who in their right mind would venture up there to even sit on it or want to buy it. Lord, there could be zombies in there. There could be lost children in there. All kinds of God knows what. See, my imagination, been walking and walking, and I didn't realize there are a lot more of these spooky looking homes. Now, granted, some of these are the backs of these older homes, but I think I'm ready to go back home now. I just yelled for Kenton to come back. So we're turning back. So why you didn't want to stop and film me as I go over there?
I don't know.
Go on people's property?
Private property.
How you know? It looks abandoned.
It's not. There's homes right there. There's a house right there.
The one that I'm thinking of, that spooky one, I don't think there's anyone in
There's a
there.
house behind there. It's on their property.
Would you live there?
It's not about living. It's about ownership. You know what? I'm not talking to you. Sometimes you drive me nuts, man. It's like talking to a wall. No.
Kareem, how about you? Can I go in there? Oh, now you can't hear me. Now you can't hear me. See, we made it back past this house. Tell me, does anybody look like they live there? Even though the black part of me is saying, Habiba, keep moving. Keep moving. Don't stop. You might not come back if you go in there. We made it back to that bridge. And we are about, I would say, 20 minutes maybe from the car.
Getting better. We're not like this.
Right. Maybe also because it's not as hot. Miles and miles away this travels. Wow, Kareem's all the way over there. All right, folks, I'll talk to you when we get home. I probably will do a little bit more writing, and then I need to put away some laundry. You know, mundane, regular schmegular stuff like that on a Sunday evening. Back home, and I'm putting on some water. You would think I should come home and drink cold water, but my natural inclination is to drink warm water. So I boil some water. And then I think I will take a little shower, maybe. I probably should. And then do some more writing and then put away some laundry. I don't know if I want to eat dinner today. If I do, it'll probably be a salad. Maybe a salad. So I got some lettuce here. This is leftovers, peas and broccoli. Some apple slices, some cranberries. I'm gonna put a little bit of onion in it. And we're gonna have our salad. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna add some beets. I just need to rinse these off, even though there's no salt added, which is good. Here's the sliced beets after I rinsed it off.
Here is some homemade salad dressing that Kenton made. It's got like mayo, apple cider vinegar in it, and I wanted like a little bit of a kick, so we got a little cayenne pepper in it. Sometimes Kareem puts a little mustard in it, but I don't think there's mustard in it this time. So, you know, it's all about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's the best way to have a salad, but an excuse to have more vegetables. We also have some leftover noodles. These aren't gluten-free, so I'm going to give this to Kenton. Okay, let's put this salad together. Got our lettuce. Yeah, Kareem, you definitely gotta have some salad. Some broccoli, and I kind of warmed up the broccoli and the peas because it was too cold. I don't like super cold vegetables, even though it's a salad. I don't like it too cold, even though this is Kenton's. And then some apples, and then the cranberries, craisins, sweet craisins, and then some beets. Kenton likes beets. I like beets. Kareem doesn't like beets. And then we got the dressing. Then I got this chicken thigh that's warm, or I reheated it. So we're both like not really hungry. And that's the salad. Yum. Yum. This is mine. Smaller bowl. You know, beets are really good for you. They help lower your blood pressure. Even though fresh beets would be better than canned beets. Oh, apples. We love our crispy apples. Crispy, sweet apples. I probably should have used a larger bowl like Daddy's bowl. But instead, I have this small bowl piled up with the salad. I feel like Miriam here. I decided I like my salad cut up small. I don't like the big chunky pieces. I want it shredded, mixed all in and shredded. As if I don't have teeth. I have teeth, but I don't know, the texture tastes better when it's small. Okay, that looks good. All right, now I can enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye.